Oh shit. Oh, that dog. I save those, all right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Alrighty. I'm just wondering who's in here with me. Who's in here with me? It's not me. I'm not in here with myself. Where else? Okay. What? Interesting. You're trying to you're trying to catch grasshoppers for your toads. Hey, all right. Yep. Yep, all right. What, the toads can't catch their own grasshoppers? Roast you? I don't even know you. Roast you. Okay, yep. Yep, right. Okay. I don't understand the relevance. Your car is broken. I'm trying to catch grasshoppers to feed my toads. Is there some sort of connection or correlation between the two? I didn't see your earlier question, beautiful. You can pop it back in, though. You can pop it back in. Like, what kind of miss signs do you mean? underlying medical. Babes, generally we don't, generally we don't like doing like medical, medical reads aren't, you know, the best thing. But did you miss anything? We'll ask yes or no. If there was anything you missed. No, there was nothing missed. Let's check again, but no, there was nothing missed. Not major anyway. Not major. I mean, everyone's always got health problems for sure. No one's in perfect health, that's for sure. And Abby, I hope you managed to catch enough grasshoppers. Probably don't do it while you're on the phone. You might need to focus on that. But I don't know how you attract grasshoppers, but best of luck with that task. Any warning signs that you should have been more in tune to? What would it change, Danielle? What would it change? What would it change? Now, there's a reason why Spirit are getting me to ask this question, right? There's a reason why Spirit wanted me to ask that question. What difference will it make now? So that you can blame yourself? So that you can feel responsible? You get what I'm saying? For what purpose does it serve, Okay, well, let's start talking about that. What does it serve? What will it serve? Okay, but Danielle, okay, babes, I got to get you to live in the present with me, right? Not in the past, not anywhere else, right? Right here, right now. Tell me, what difference, right, is it going to make? Do you understand how looking back and constantly asking questions about things that have already been in past, right? Like, you can't change them, right? And so sitting in that energy and then thinking about what you could have done differently, you can't do differently, right? That's, and again, it's is it going to serve a good purpose, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, you need to live in the present, because having that information isn't, whether it's what you want to hear or not what you want to hear, isn't going to change the present, Nothing major that showed up. Nothing major that showed up. But even if he did, but I mean, the thing is, even if there was, right, there's still nothing about going back, and thinking, oh, like, could I mean, because you said, like, could I have done more, right? Well, yeah, maybe you could have, but it's kind of, again, that's living in the past, and we can't keep putting ourselves back there, I think that's just, yeah. I think it's just something that you just need to go, you know what? It is what it is, right? Whether I did or didn't do, right? It was not going to make a difference now, right? Other than to maybe punish yourself or, you know, to again, like, make yourself feel accountable in some way, shape, or form, maybe even to justify other feelings that you have that are tied to your relationship with him, right? Which I can't support that, babe, because I know that that way of thinking isn't healthy, right? It's not that I don't want to answer your question or I don't want to help you find answers. It's just that I know that what you're searching for right now can't be found in that, right? It can't be found in that. Your peace won't be found in that. And then heaven forbid it comes out that, yeah, you could have done more, you should have done more, and then you're going to live with that. Like, it's already been and gone, right? And I can't have you living in the past whilst trying to guide you to help you move forward, right? It doesn't work both ways, you know? So nothing major, there was nothing major, but even if there was something minor, right? Like, we've got to remember we all choose our own path, right? We all choose to either hold back or express or to whatever, right? So yeah, he might have been holding on to things that he didn't say, but you can't change that, you know? And so sitting and wondering and thinking about it doesn't do us any good, you know? Doesn't do us any good. Focus on what is going to matter, right? The details that are going to matter, that make a difference in the present, you know? Because sometimes, yeah, there's things that are relevant, right, that would actually change something significantly where, yeah, maybe it is important to look back at something like that. But in your circumstances, there's nothing that you can change. God, this connection on my computer, I swear the internet today is just, I don't know what my connection's like over here, but what am I using here? Am I on Wi-Fi? I'm on Wi-Fi there. I don't know, my computer just does not want to. What are you doing over here? Oh, but that's why. Can we get onto that? Bunch of pixels? Yeah, I don't know. My internet, it's just, hang on, let's see if I can turn my fucking Wi-Fi there. Looks like Minecraft. Yeah, I'm not trying. Yeah, I can see it now, actually. I wasn't really looking at I wasn't looking at my screen over here to see what it's like, but I don't know. You know, it's retrograde, you know. What do you want me to do about it? I can't make retrograde, you know, station and go direct, can I? Not that powerful. That looks a little, I think that's a little better. I don't know. Since I changed the internet. I think. No, pixels again? Fuck, I don't know. Much better? Alright. Alright, so if anyone else would like to jump in on the list, you are more than welcome to put your question in the chat below. Let's move. I want to get rid. I want to get rid of a few of these decks. So this is what this is one of the new decks that I got. I quite like this one. I quite like the images on this one. So I've got a couple now that are similar to that. Put you on my list, girl. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just pop your question in. I want to like put the two of the same cards side by side here so I can show you the difference between, they're like almost similar but like different, right? Like, okay, well these two are a bit different, but you know, I just like ones that have like pictures like this. What do you have coming before your birthday? Before your birthday? My birthday, babe. That's what's coming before your birthday, mine. I'm joking. Well, I'm not, but I am. You know what I'm saying? That's not your reading, but I'm like, that's the joy for me of being born on the 23rd, right? I'm the first day in, babies, right? Because I'm a cusp baby, so you know I'm always a little bit ahead of the game of the rest of you Leos. All right, let's have a look. See my beautiful Albeth. Hang on, are you a cuspid too? Because I know I've got a few of you guys on here that are like birthday twins with me. A few of us that are ahead of the game, so to speak. All right, let's get you. We're gonna get the Greek Mythos Tarot with all my Greek gods and goddesses. Love this deck. Just wish that it was a matte laminate on the other side. So I've been noticing as well at some of the psychic fairs, like I've been taking my Lightseers deck and some of the other cards that are like got a dull finish because it's like easier to read when cards aren't shiny, you know what I mean? Like even that's a bit of glare, right? But in comparison to the glare off of a full gloss, you know, like that's annoying. That's not as bad, but like that's kind of, you know. But I've been noticing how much I like a matte finish. You're 27th. I know somebody else who's the 27th as well. Yep. All right, let's have a look. What is... You love Leo season because Virgo season follows? Yeah, nice. Well, I mean, like I'm a Cancer Leo cusp. My grandmother is a Leo Virgo cusp. So I'm right at the beginning of the Leo season. She's right at the end of it. All right. All right. All right, my beautiful girl. Let's have a look what's coming in. Okay. Let's press it down. Can I just, yeah, can we just... Give it one more. One more, one more, one more. One more. All right. For Denise, what is coming in before her birthday? Denise, is there something to do with, I don't know, final notice? Right, final notice could be significant. I don't know why I'm getting a final notice. I don't know what that means to you, how that resonates. Hope you're not getting a final notice or something, girl. Okay. Oh, what is going on here? What is she getting in before her birthday? What is this, Spirit? Well, someone's getting a final notice. What is that? What's that got to do with? The Emperor in reverse, the Five of Coins, the Nine of Swords. That's not... we don't want that pre-birthday. What is that? What's that got to do with? Interestingly enough, like I just noticed, my Five of Coins card on the corner is a little bit damaged. There's like a chip in it, chip in the side, right? I don't know, someone's going to have a bit of a chip in their shoulder, or someone's got a chip in their shoulder about something. Eight of Cups, somebody's going to have to walk away from a home situation, family situation. What is this? What is this? Do we need to have a chat, babe? Do we need to have a chat? Who's Knight of Cups in the reverse? I'm curious now. Ah, right, okay. Okay, so it's walking away from some sort of, that somebody's going to have to leave behind something to do with that stability, right? Okay. Oh, you're pretty confident about, girl, you're pretty confident about, I was just about to say that, I'm like, look at that, King of Wands to the Hermit, you're pretty confident about what you've done. Like, you've looked into this, you've really looked into this, you're like, yeah, I'm pretty confident about what I've got here. Okay. These energies definitely been trying to create some sort of illusion. Seven of Cups to the Magician in reverse. Manipulation. Just seen the Knight of Coins in reverse at the bottom. What's the outcome of this situation going to be? Ooh, Judgment. Judgment's here, right? So somebody's going to be put under judgment. How's this judgment going to go? Seven of Coins. Seven of Coins. So, yeah, somebody's going to definitely be, yeah. What? Wow. Has this still been going on from the past? Well, Four of Swords in the reverse, baby. You're coming back to life, right? There's some sort of, again, there's this, with this truth comes out, there's change, right? There's going to be karma that's definitely, I mean, again, there's going to be karma that's, Nine of Cups, you're going to be happy with the outcome of this. You will be happy with the outcome. I can see you've been frustrated. And you've had to fight really, really hard. The Empress. Right? But yeah, Seven of Swords in reverse. Again, this energy is going to get caught. So you will get Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so you'll be happy with the outcome. You'll be happy with the outcome. Wow. What's this about? What's that about, Spirit? Yeah, they don't see this coming. They don't see it coming, hey. Ooh. Is there a feminine involved in this situation? Is there a female involved in that situation, Denise? There'll be no protection. There'll be no protection. Your highest priority focus right now, well, I'll tell you what your highest priority focus is right now, mister. Shit. There he is, yeah, Queen of Swords. I've got this Queen of Swords in reverse, Justice in reverse. Ace of Coins is in the reverse though as well, Seven of Wands. She's not going to have any protection. There'll be no protection. So, yeah, do what you got to do, girl, to sort that out. Dare I ask about how the living situation be going, Denise? Do I dare ask about that? Or do we save that for another time? Ralph, you just... Listen, Ralph. By the way, there's a fly in this room today, guys. So, I didn't notice it during the Leo stream, but as soon as I finished that stream, I was like, there's a fucking fly in here. And it's so fucking cold that there shouldn't be a fly in here. This door doesn't even get opened or left open enough to have flies in here. So, you know, if you know what I'm talking about. Well, all right, we'll answer your question. All right, so what's your highest priority focus right now? Spirit told me not to throw my opinion into it. Okay. Why, Spirit? Okay. I'll say it like this, Fredical Bob. Your spending habits, your relationship with money is it's out of control. Okay? So with the Four of Pentacles here, you need to be holding on to more, right? Five of Pentacles, right? Otherwise you're going to struggle to recover financially. Okay? The Emperor in reverse is somebody that lacks discipline, control, structure, routine, right? I'm gonna say it like this, right? That's not somebody who's leading themselves correctly, okay? Not when it comes to financial endeavors or finances, all right? So, Nine of Wands. Okay, well, you know what? We're all fucking wounded, right? We're all walking around wounded. We are all fucking exhausted. Nine of Wands, right? This is the wounded warrior, right? I've been fighting so damn fucking hard. Well, we've got to keep fighting sometimes, right? The star is here, okay? So, wishes, dreams can only be fulfilled through healing, okay? It's time to come out of isolation as well. Time to come out of hermit mode. King of Pentacles, and get focused on business here, right? What is it that we're building? What does he need to see right now, Spirit? What does he need to see? Two of Pentacles, right? Juggling. Back and forth, ideas, priorities, responsibilities. What's going to help him right now? What's going to help him right now? What's going to help him right now? Needing to be clear about what it is, right? The change that you're wanting. Ace of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? It's time to get clear about the path ahead. Right, when we get to the wheel, where, again, you know, it depends on what side of the wheel you're going to sit on, right? Which side the wheel's going to spin will depend on the actions. 1, 2, 3 sitting on my screen, right? 1, 2, 3 talks about taking actions towards your goals, okay? So, again, we need to be solid and clear, right, about the ideas, okay, on how to create the change, right? If we're not clear about what we're doing, okay, I'm gonna say it like this. Okay, what needs to be put to rest as well, right? What needs to be put to rest? What needs to be put to rest or left behind? Well, suppression, right? Stop suppressing. Okay. Stop suppressing emotions, feelings. Also, stop ignoring your intuition, right, when it comes to certain things, okay? Page of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse, right? Again, this is all about direction or lack thereof direction, right? So this is why we're sitting in that kind of energy of tossing back and forth, because we're not clear, right? When we get clear with that Ace of Swords, right, then the wheel can start turning in the direction that we want it to, which is usually the destined path, right? On a good karmic cycle. So anything else, Spirit? Let's grab one of my oracle cards from my oracle deck too. Banana, how are you, beautiful? All right, over here. Just one, please, Spirit, just one. Oh, we got a lot. We got a lot. That's way too many. Just, no, that's way too many, please. Please and thank you. Just one, please. Just one, please. Thank you. Okay. Give me a bit more clarification on that. What do you mean by that? So, yeah, I'm gonna say it like this. You're in some sort of internal conflict when it comes to success, okay? I don't know if, again, like, this is coming up or showing up in the way, it's kind of showing up in a way where it's like, there's some shit here that still needs to be healed in order for you to actually be open enough to receive something, right? But it's like there's this internal conflict, this internal battle, right, when it comes to achieving the success that you want, right? It's like you're micromanaging emotions, which is actually creating a blockage for success. Yeah, protecting yourself, being guarded, right, is also creating inaction here. Okay, so Spirit saying with the Six of Swords, it's time to make a move, right? Slowly but surely, okay, in order to have these manifestations, right, come through, in order to have those contracts, in order to have those opportunities start to show themselves. Okay, consistency, right? There's a lot of options and opportunities around you, but why aren't we taking them? The Ace of Pentacles in reverse because of the Three of Swords, right? Because, again, old wounds that are holding you back, keeping you stuck, right? So I would say that those two areas are definitely tied in together, right? And need to be looked at. Man, why do we not just remove this one? Because this one's been here a few times with the nonsense, right? And, I mean, we just keep getting timed out for, like, days on end. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to go there. I don't want to go that direction. Like, you know when people just get annoying? Just fucking, just get rid of them. All right. Anyway, that was your read, Fredical Bob. God, that was a lot of comments left there of just me. No, it's not you, it's me. Oh my god, what am I looking for now? All right, don't start clicking shit you shouldn't carry. Where we at? I was going to stop and say hello to Why Not. How are you, beautiful? Ralph, thanks for your thanks for your patience. Until Ralph ran out of patience. School is stressful. The supermarket's where it's at. Oh, you're talking about banana, right? Don't feel for him that he has to move. What are you talking about? It means he gets to move to peace, man. He gets to move towards reclaiming his sanity, right? Celebrate for him. Don't feel bad for him. Thank you, Why Not? Thank you, beautiful. Let the light of my beautiful soul shine. What about my wrath? Can we let that shine too? Shine? Does wrath shine? It has kind of a red glow to it, you know? Not an orangey glow, more of a red glow. Oh my god. You are too patient on the timeouts, dear. Very much so. Checking out more places Tuesday. Very good. You feel like you fell off the wheel. Shut your mouth, girl. I would never let you fall off the wheel. Would I ever let you fall off the wheel, Amber? Never. You're being, I told you the other day, you're being way too fucking hard on yourself, right? I mean, OGs and homies, right? Let's talk about it. Amber's just moved. How far? How far have you moved? I mean, she just moved to a whole new fucking state, right? She's moved a whole fucking like she's moved. You shouldn't just move fucking house, man. She moved state, right? With a dog. She changed jobs. She's got more than one job. You got 3 jobs, don't you? 3 jobs, right? Change of living arrangements, and she wants to know if she's fallen off the fucking wheel. She's been there since, what, you've been there 10 days? 10 days since you left. You haven't even been there a whole 10 fucking days yet, woman. She's worked her first shift after getting in and unpacking and getting straight the fuck into it, and she's beaten herself down because she had an off day. Right? Now, if you need ass kicking, we'll just give it to you right here. But we're not going to kick your ass about what you're doing wrong, right? Because the only thing you're doing wrong is beating yourself up. But hey, if you need help, right, or these homies, we can all beat her up, right? Do you need some help, like, you know, getting some bruises, baby? Like, I told you the other day, give yourself time to integrate, right? Every time I make a change, does it take time to integrate? Fuck yes. Does it go perfectly? First day, first week, first month? Fuck no. Right? Fuck no. Okay. But you're still there, you're still doing it. Right? Remember, right? The start point, the end point was to get there. Remember all the shit that you had to do in between to get there? Do you remember all that good shit? You remember all the shit you achieved, right? Why are we forgetting that so fucking quickly over, you know, what we know is going to be an adjustment period, right? So don't beat yourself up. Don't fucking put more pressure on yourself than what you're already under. Give yourself a grace period, right? If in 3 months' time you are still flaking out, don't worry. We will make you pull your shit together, I promise. Right? But you can't give yourself like basically like 5 minutes in the grand scheme of the big journey and go, oh, you know what? I'm not fucking doing enough right now. You just fucking moved state, woman. Shut up. Right? Like, and I get it, Leo, right? I get it. No, I need to be doing better. It should be better. I should be doing more. No. You're doing fucking great right now. All right. You need to draw soap. You need But yeah, exactly. Mindful self-compassion, right? Like it's a big shift, babe. It's a huge shift, right? So, you know, it's nowhere near as big as some of the shifts. Yeah, it's bigger than most of the shifts that most of us that are close have had to make, right? That's a big distance, right? It's a big one. So, you know, the rest of us have changed other things, adapted in other ways, changed jobs, changed whatever, but like, you know, you've done it all. You're doing it all in one fucking go, man. You know? It's basically like starting a whole new fucking life. If you want to, you can change identities at this point. Nobody knows you. You know? But you did forget. You did forget. I know. Well, that's what I'm going to remind you of, or I'm not going to fucking have you fallen off the fucking wheel. Have you lost your mind? Right? That should be the question you're asking me. Have I lost my mind? With the the question I'm just asking? Yes, girl, you've lost your mind. That's it, right? Your mindfulness, your awareness of everything that you've achieved up until this point is not a small thing. So, you know, you work out a system and a routine and a, you know, and you'll get there. You'll get there. You lost yours years ago. I've lost my marbles and don't want them back. You know, there's Please don't give me my marbles back. And these ones here, these were the other, you know, those other oracle cards. I got the new ones, right? Again, I like these because they're not shiny. It's a matte finish. Easy to read. Nice pictures. Nice pictures. I want more decks like this, you know. What customer service experience? What are you talking about? Mate, you two. Look, there's a story of this. Where are you two? Where else are you two? You two seem to be in a lot of these pictures. Similar faces. Well, I didn't make you cry, right? But, you know, if it was a good release that you needed, and I will always remind you. I will always remind you. You know, if that's what it takes, right? Is it me reminding you guys of what you've already achieved, which at one point in time you thought was fucking impossible, right? Like, so what makes us think at any point that we're not ever going to get through, right? That's just old programs, old patterns coming up, you know, just to see if we'll take the fucking bait, right? That's, again, if you want to call it the devil's energy, right? The devil's energy, right? Coming in just to test you to see, are you going to step back into that old version, right? Where those weaknesses show up, right? But, you know, you can power through anything. You can power through anything. you two here again? What's going on there? It's like there's these same two people in this deck, almost. Very similar. That's a different woman altogether. Oof. It's like a it's like the progression of a relationship. I'm gonna show you guys. Hold up. You know, let's have a look at the you know, you start out over here with, you know, attraction. Hi, so nice to meet you, right? You know, it's all great. We're all friends to begin with, right? Very supportive, very loving, very nurturing, you know. And then some shit fucking happens, right? Some shit happens. We've got this third party situation going on in the background. All of a sudden, shit's a little bit tense, you know. Things get a little bit distant. It's like, there's seriously like a progress of these people's relationship, right? And then, as she splits the deck, we get to the lost card, right? Looks like, you know, somebody finally made a decision here to put a more permanent distance between them. Oh my God. What else can we find here? What else can we find here? That will go with the story, right? Oh, let's go back. Right, we've got conflict. We should go conflict with after interference with tension. We'll go there with that one. Oh my God. Trust can probably go in straight after support, because, you know, you fall for the okie doke. You're like, oh look, this is a great person, and then, you know, shit hits the fan. I wonder if I could lay this whole deck out as a story, right? That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Before David was king, God sent him Goliath. You're so poetic, Ralph. When you're dealing with life stuff, job stuff, that can usually be challenging. Yeah. Well, Babsy, you're also tired as well, right? Like you'd be exhausted from all the packing and, you know, as well, like moving and that, again, under pressure, babes, you know, like under pressure. Been a lot of pressure. It's been a lot of pressure. Now I've got to really mix these cards up so they don't come out as a story like that when I use them. I mean, that's some past stories for some of you guys. Definitely not current energy for any of you guys. Yeah, ask less of yourself. I agree with that, Banana. She does need to ask less of herself right now and just recalibrate, balance herself out. I'd be doing, me personally, I'd be like doing the bare minimum right now and just recalibrating my energy, and then you know, and then start making demands of myself after that. Yeah, transfer, right? Because again, you just you're transitioning. Alright, still open for questions if anybody wants to get a reading. How long have we been here for? 45. We just did Leo. We just did a 40-minute, half an hour. We just did a Leo reading. It was all about Leo today already. I mean, sure, we can make it about Leo again if you want to. We can. No, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, good. Let's pull one for Leo. Freedom, baby, right? Liberate yourself through authenticity, Leo, okay? Release yourself from self-imposed limitations, right? Or you've released yourself from toxic bonds. Keep seeing 144 is just sitting here on that screen. 144 sitting here. All right, give me Spirit. I want Spirit. Give me one card for Amber. Give me one card for Amber, Spirit, please. Okay. I said tap more, go more. Okay. Yeah. One more. Okay. This one. Oh, I grabbed two, but we'll take it. Yeah. See, again, Amber, we've got the fishing card came out. We've got Artemis, which is courage, empowerment, protective, Kappa, palm of hand, Demeter, which is abundance, fertility, nurturing. Right? Again, taking that leap, right? Testing the waters, throwing in a line, seeing what bites, right? Having that courage to take control of your situation, it's going to create that abundance. It's going to create what it is that you're trying to grow over there. It's because you've taken control. So even though you might feel out of control, at the minute, yeah, and I'll say that's because you still care a little bit too much about what certain people think, especially those who had opinions on this whole move, right? At the end of the day, we're all, those of us that have been with you for your journey, like, we're all fucking so proud of you. From where you were to where you're at now, look, you've made, out of everybody, you've had to make the most amount of change, especially when it comes to your confidence, and your risk taking, Everybody else, already kind of had a little bit of that edge, right? And it was just about pushing themselves, right? But you had to really build up your confidence, right, and your value to be able to get to where you're at. So, don't worry too much about, again, like, what other people are saying. Remember, like, you've made changes that most people around you will only ever dream to make. Yeah, exactly. Spirit does reward bold moves, right? So, but you're not out of control, right? You can maintain control by taking control of those emotions, right? Because what it is just your emotions. When it comes to the action side, the air side, the logical side, you're on point. You know where you're at. You know what you're doing. You made your plan. You've got things mapped out. Now it's just about, again, integrating those changes. But it's stirring up a lot of emotions. So it's emotionally you're out of control. You're actually very much in control. So don't allow those emotions to be the driving factor right now, because then you may find yourself getting burnout. You may find yourself doing too much, right? And then you're not going to be able to maintain it, right? Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, you're not out of control, babes. It's just the emotions are a little bit, maybe too much. So, maybe focus on whatever techniques that help you to stay more present, stay more grounded. Maybe you need to do some meditation, right? Just be okay with just being right now, and resting your mind and your body until you feel like fueled enough, right, to put that pressure on. But putting yourself under pressure while you're already tired and you've made all these big changes, like, it's don't go pear-shaped now, don't go pear-shaped now by telling yourself silly stories. So, did you? Well, is he back? Are they back yet? How long till they get back? But yeah, it's as much as you feel like, and it's not adult you who's made this. It'd be like, inner child. It'll be the ego side of you, the ego part of you that's feeling out of control. Oh, why did you say something? Did you say something bad? As in, you needed to wash your mouth out? Did you use some foul language? I'm curious as to why he said that. Good. Yeah, did you drop some F-bombs on your dad? Fuck, man, I've dropped C-bombs, F-bombs, all bombs, man. I don't give a fuck. Oh, that's good. 3 more weeks. That's all right. But I'm curious. Yeah, was it F-bombs? Were you a naughty girl, Amber? grown ass woman, mother and all, right? And she getting lectures about her speech. Yeah, you're a grown woman, babe, right? You're a grown woman. I don't know, if you can be mindful about it, try to. But, like, yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about about his opinion on your... I mean, man, like, honestly, Spirit wouldn't have cared. I want to know the context of what you said now, though, right? It can't even have been half as bad as some of the shit that I say, you know? I mean, does spirit want you to, intentionally... No, not intentionally, but like it depends on what the context is as well, right? Like, if it's not being used to, like to an unreasonable extent, man. Like, Spirit is not gonna get upset with you, and But if it's something that you're not comfortable with, different story, right? If it's a part of your expression, your vocal expression, like Spirit again unreasonable. You're not meant to be perfect, Amber, right? No one's meant to be perfect. Yeah, well, you needed it, all right? You needed it. Again, like I can see the common thread is pressure. You're putting yourself under a lot of pressure here. I mean, it's okay to have a moment, right? Sweet. And if you know that's what's happening, sweet. Sorry, I'm having a moment. I do apologize. I'll try to get better control of my emotions. It's simple as that, right? Doesn't mean that you're not meant to have them or you're not meant to have the outbursts. It's just about acknowledging them and not letting them control you, and then working as hard as you can to make sure you don't get to that point, And so that's why I think, you need to be giving yourself a bit more mental rest and rest, because that's probably what's making you feel snappy, right? Okay, all right. Well, that's maybe a different story. But yeah, don't be so hard on yourself right now. Do your best, but give yourself some grace as well. You'll know when you're letting yourself slide too much, right? You'll know because things will feel horrible, really horrible, externally, not internally, more externally. You'll see the repercussions of that externally. Alright, let's have a look at time. Alright, I am going to jump off, my beautifuls. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's another day. Another day, right? Tuesday, we'll have a look what we're doing tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, I get sat down too, babes. I get sat down from time to time too when... I'm putting too much pressure on myself, feeling like, oh no, you have to fucking keep doing more and keep achieving and keep proving yourself, man. To who? To fucking what? To prove myself to what? You know what I mean? To prove that I can burn myself out, that I can make myself feel bad. I don't need to prove that to myself. That I've done that in the past enough times to know it. Anyway, yeah, we'll see what we're doing tomorrow. We'll see what comes through. I might set the intention later tonight to do some channeling, see what comes up for collective. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I love you guys. Again, get some rest and look after yourselves, and we'll see where this heads in the next couple of days. If anybody needs me, you guys know how to reach out. But thank you guys so much for everything. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys again soon. Mwah. Bye for now.